Hi guys, so welcome to this week's edition of the Brewing Shed. Just a little update for you guys. I'm not in the shed today because Uncle Jona said that he was going to send me some beer mail, and it's the only parcel that I'm expecting, but unfortunately when I've got home today I found this through my letterbox. Good old Royal Mail card. I'll blank a little bit of that out just in case my address shows up on that. But yeah, unfortunately there was no one home to get that, Jonah. So I'm sorry about that, mate. And it means that basically I've got to drive in and into Kettering, my local post office, and pick that up. So that's what we're going to get up to now. But before I go any further, somewhere above the screen, if it hasn't already started, it should be starting about now. Uncle Jona, your one kit challenge beer has been made. I'm showing the video now in the corner of this screen of me making that beer. I decided to use a can of I can't think who it was that done it now, but it was a winter warmer kit from Wilkinson's. To boost that up a little bit, to make that a bit better, I used 500 grams of medium malt extract and a kilo of brewing sugar, and also from the hot cider that I've done, I've had sitting in my freezer for a little while now, 65 grams basically of Amarillo hops. So I mean, I've got nothing going on at the minute that I'm going to use that. It's been in there a while. I'm not entirely sure how long Amarillo hops will keep for in the freezer anyway, so I've just shoved the whole lot in as a dry hop, so it might be a little bit cloudy when it eventually gets to you, mate. You know, just because it's like dry hopping. But yeah, that one kit challenge, oh, pardon me, yeah, that's been done. So a bit of an apology to the Welsh brewer. I was going to try out his dark Hogget ale, but obviously drinking and driving doesn't go together very well. Apart from the fact you spill it, it's pretty much very, very illegal. So I'm really sorry about that, man. If I get a chance, I'll do that through the week, and I'll try and make sure that gets featured in next week's video. Yeah. I've also got another video for you, but before I go to that, before we switch to that, I'd like to ask you guys a question, see if you guys have got any answers for me. I recently sent out some Golden Cornbine beers I brewed up, which was an all-grain beer, cleared up after only a couple of days. Some of you might remember from one of my previous Homebrew Wednesday videos. It went perfectly clear, absolutely fantastic. Put it in the fridge and it went cloudy as you like. It was really bad. Sent some out. Uncle Jona, I think he did a taste test. Oh, pardon me. Absolutely cloudy. However, I haven't taken it out of the fridge. I've been drinking it as it is. But for some reason, it's gone crystal clear again. Now, obviously, I haven't got one to hand to show you live, but what I'll do when I get home, when I'm editing this video together, I'll take a photo to, you know, show how clear it is. But my question is, what would cause that? Why would it be so cloudy? Why would it go so cloudy when it first went in the fridge, and then all of a a sudden just cleared. I mean, it's the strangest thing. Beer Lover 1983, he also had a bottle of that Golden Corn Vine. And I'm also going to send one out to Norfolk Hillbilly. So, yeah, that's the question, guys. What do you think? Why would that suddenly go clear? Why did it go cloudy in the first place? Maybe there's an obvious answer to this. I don't know. I've never had it happen like that before. So, you know, maybe there's someone out there with some answers. So, yeah, we're going to cut to a video now of Brewdad75. He was kind enough to send me a spar jar, which I really wanted to show off last week, but it was pretty rushed, and I just completely forgot to do it, which makes me a bit of an arsehole, really, because you know, if someone does something for you, you want to show it off. So here's a video of that, fully working and in action. Let's cut to that now.
It says record. Right, you can cut bits out, can't you?
Hi guys, so I'm recording this a bit early because my last Homebrew Wednesday was more than a little bit rushed, if I'm completely honest, and I got loads of things wrong, including some of the details about the beers that Brewdad75 sent me, so I'm sorry for that, mate. I'll record another segment for that in a short while and yeah, put things right. But one thing that Brewdad75 has done for me is he's built me this fantastic spar jar. I haven't tried it out yet. I'm going to do that now, mate. We're going to see if it works okay. I'm sure that it will do. In order to get this working, I've had to play about and come up with my own way of doing things. The measurement's fantastic. The holes don't start until these two pipes here. These three pipes here, sorry. So even though it looks like it might not fit, it does. I always use an old fermenter as a hot liquor tank because I can't afford to build one just yet. And basically I'm going to try this out and see if this works. So in order to make this work, all I'm using is an old bit of pipe that I got with my Young's kit. It broke on me, and to be honest, the pipe's just a little bit too big, but it does fit onto my fermenting tap, although a bit loose, pretty well, and I can put that on to stop it from falling off. But also this little bit here, just for now, fits into that copper pipe perfectly. I don't know if it's going to shoot some water out the top. It's obviously not going to have a proper seal on it, but I'm sure it'll be fine, even if it's just for testing purposes. So slide in a bit, it's because that's not level. When I do this for real, obviously I should have a more level surface. So let's just turn the water on and let's see what happens. So there you go. That's absolutely spot on, mate. That is brilliant. I could not have done that myself, or at least my attempt wouldn't have been anywhere near as good as that. So thank you very, very much. I really appreciate the work that you put into that for me, and as you can see, I can use it straight away. So my next brew will get a proper sparge. Thank you very much. Cheers. Okay, welcome back, guys. So yeah, that's Brewdad75 spar jar. Fantastic job. I'm sure I've said all that in the video and said me thanks, but you know, I'll say it again. Thank you very much for that, mate. That is absolutely wicked, brilliant. Appreciate that so much. Also then, a couple of other bits that I've been up to. A bit of an apology to Norfolk Hillbilly. I did say I was going to get him a beer mail out this week, and basically because I'm crap, I just haven't got around to doing it. Things have been pretty hectic at work, so I'm really sorry about that. But it will be out. It'll be out before the end of this week. I know that much because the parcel shop is only down the road. I've got to get on the internet, book it out, pack it up. It really ain't going to take me long. I've just been that busy. I've come home, sat down, and everything's just, you know, gone out the window. So sorry for that, mate. There is a beer mail on its way to you. There will be a beer mail on its way to you. I promise you that. Bit of an update on the Triple XB clone that I've done. The beer that I put into the bottles seems to be going quite nicely. The bottles have gone pretty hard. I've put them into Cooper's plastic bottles so I can feel that they're gassing up quite nicely. I put the rest of it into a Welton Hurst pressure barrel, and I'm really regretting that decision. Initially, when I primed that, I had hiss coming out the top. Thought to myself, right, hopefully I've got to that in time. Just tightened the lid up, put the cap up, the hissing stopped, and I mean, it was only literally a day, maybe not even that, after I'd put it into the barrel, and I thought everything was going to be fine. A week later, the beer is absolutely flat. So I went over to my local homebrew shop, Copper Kettle in Burton, bought a new seal, put that rubber seal on, reprimed it with 85 grams of sugar, so that's the maximum they recommend anyway, and I've tested it again and it still doesn't seem to be gassing up. Now I don't know if it's a case that the yeast isn't working, it isn't gassing it up, or if it's just a case that the seals, I bought brand new seals and put them in, but I'm just not having any luck with the Welton Hurst kegs at all. So I mean, I'll give it another week. Hopefully in a week's time I'll have some more better news on that. If not, it'll just be the bottles that I've got. So yeah, that's a little bit gutting really. What else have I been up to? Well, the only other thing that I've really been up to is I've done another beer review. This time the beer review was for the Potbelly Brewery. They did give me a couple of extra beers to try out. This one that I've done is Crazy Days. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled. It's all okay. I'm not sure where that cut me off, but I think it cut me off as I was going on about Crazy Days. So yeah, that's just sitting on my computer. That's just waiting for me to upload it. So that's one to keep your eyes out for, guys. And that is pretty much it for my update. So I'm gonna shut up. I'll put some music onto this video clip until we get to the post office, and since I'm recording this journey, I'll speed it up a little bit, and guys, just enjoy the journey. When we get there, we'll open up the parcel and we'll see if in fact it is a parcel from Uncle Jona. Just before I do shut up, I'd like to also say, you know, I hope everything's going okay with the move. Uncle Jona, I saw the video and heard what happened, and what an arse, man. I mean, moving is stressful at the best of times, but under those conditions, you know, I just hope everything's going okay for you, mate. So, right, yeah, that's it. I'm going to shut up, enjoy the rest of the journey, and I'll see you when we get to the post office. And we'll have a look and see what beers we've got. Well, hopefully beers, because that's the only parcel that I'm expecting.
Drink it up a mission while the couple's getting high. I made a big decision. Running town, running 21. Selling the couples all in fun. Drinks all around, there's ladies everywhere. We're all getting heavy and the towers getting high. I can see the water twinkle in your eye. I can see the stars across the moonlit sky. We're all kicked off and the party begun. I got no respect, I got no respect for anybody else. No respect, I got no respect for no one but myself. Once on a mission, I was drinking up a mission while the couples getting high. Made a big decision, I was once on a mission, drinking up a mission while the couples getting high. I made a big decision. Bill was spinning, the smoke was down. Time came the first across the wire. Music was loud.
Right, hi guys. What do we do about this? Switch that. There we go. That's better. You should be able to see me a bit bigger now. Right, yeah. So it feels liquidy. I was quite lucky actually because it did say on the card you cannot collect this until Thursday. With today being Wednesday, if I'm lucky, I can collect that at all. If this is your parcel, Uncle Jona, it's certainly wrapped well. Yep, this has definitely got to be from Uncle Jona, no doubt about it. We have beer bottles, or actually, although Uncle Jona is the only one to message me and say we're sending me some, Homebrew Martin messaged me a little while ago now, it was actually, about a beer mail. I haven't heard anything from him since, but I suppose there is a possibility that it could be Homebrew Martin's. So I haven't seen a note or anything in that. Sparkling ale from the Bell Brewery. So I do believe that is Uncle Jona's. So brilliant, mate. Thank you very much. I won't go through all these in the car park. What I will do is I'll get them out briefly when I get back, and I'll give them a show off then. Got people walking by looking at me as if I'm going nuts because I'm talking to a camera. Okay guys, I'll see you back at home. Hi guys, so we're home and here we are. This is what the postman's bought me. I'm just having a bit of trouble zooming in on that. 10 of the best bitter, 10 of the best bitter dry hopped. Both of those are 4%. Sorry about the camera. Strawberry Wider, or I think that's what it is. Knowing Jona, it's Strawberry Wider of Doom. I hope that's not like the other strawberry cider that you sent to Ben. Pop the cap and goes everywhere. I might be a bit careful with that one. And the sparkling ale, but I think I showed that off in the car anyway. And while I've got the beers out, I wanted to show off Brewdad 75's beers. The beers he sent me last week. I gave him a quick mention, but not nearly enough. So if we move over, I've got the United Nations IPA, and I know that he absolutely loves that beer. I'm really looking forward to that. I kind of feel a bit guilty, actually, about having possibly the last bottle. I think in the video he said he might have put one up for Christmas. I can't quite remember that right now. Some of these he said not to worry about doing a review on. The Applejack, 30% ABV. Raspberry cider. The Woodford's Wherry with Challenger hops, I think that says. Now I really like the Woodford's Wherry just as it was. The basic kit. It was the first ever beer that I brewed from a kit. And I really like that, so I'm looking forward to that. And it'll be interesting to see with the hops what that's come out like. And of course the Lesser Goblin, which was made by the same recipe, exact same hop and mash schedule as what I did my Hobgoblin. I think the one difference is he had some crystal malt. He didn't dry hop it. I know I said that last week. I got it wrong. I'm a prat. Sorry about that, man. It was crystal malt that he had it added into that, and that'll be another interesting one. Looking forward to that. So that really is it for my update this week, guys. Happy Homebrew Wednesday, and I'm going to go and see if I can now watch some of your videos and catch up on what's been happening. Cheers, guys.